Hello, Katrin here with European Paper Crafts in the US. Welcome to my channel and thank you for stopping by. In today's video, I am showing you how I used up a lot of scraps to make beautiful Valentine's Day cards. So let's get started. So I am sure this looks familiar to you. A box with scraps. Small ones, little ones, all these little cut-offs that we have when we make our projects, right? So I have a lot of scraps. I know you do too. And I wanted to make some cards with these. So by the way, this will be a two-parter. The next part is next Saturday. So let's see what I came up with. So punches and dies are great when you want to use up scraps. So I just took out a few, like a flower, of course hearts now for Valentine's Day. So let's check what I thought would be great. So first of all, I looked at this one. And this is about 1.5 inches of a heart, and it has a little scallop. And I used all these smaller scraps and made a couple of cards with them. And I'm going to share them with you right here. So what you can see I have done, I basically punched out a bunch of these hearts, and I didn't even look for special colors or anything. I just punched them out from all these little scraps that I had. And then I just used a regular blank card. I added a piece of this beautiful metallic paper that I got at Michael's. And then I just arranged those hearts. I arranged them and then I popped them up on three-dimensional pops. And this is what came out. And I really like the way this came out. As you can see, we have 12 hearts on this card. And then on a smaller card, you can see right here, I have a few, I only have 9 hearts here. So I have a few less because it is a smaller card. But the idea is the same. I have a beautiful background and then I arrange those hearts. Now, of course, what will also work is if you have dies. Smaller dies will work very well. So just use what you have and then just punch out and arrange it on your cards. Now, for Valentine's Day, of course, hearts work very well. And then once I had these hearts on here, then I embellished them so that they were not totally just the heart. I put a little bling on here. So you can see in the upper left-hand corner here is a little heart that is from a sticker sheet. There's another one from a sticker sheet. And there is a flower here. These flowers I just introduced to you last week when we had all these beautiful three-dimensional sticker sheets, those value packs. And if they're still around, I will link them below. And then, yeah, so each little heart has an extra embellishment, and you can, of course, use what you want. So you can use stickers, you can use bling. This one here was an extra little heart that I had left over. There's another flower here. But I think it looks really nice. And then, of course, I put a little bow there just to embellish it a little bit more. Now here I did the same thing. Random cutouts from my scraps. And then each heart got an extra little puffy heart. Those stickers I had laying around for several years, and now I used them up and I'm glad about it. And the heart in the middle, this is also something that I had in my stash. I think this was a download at one point that I just fuzzy cut out. Won't you be mine? So you can just, of course, also have different size hearts and it will still look good. So play around with it. Now here, this card is a top folding card. And since I had all my scraps out, then of course I used a little strip, and down here another heart and one pretty Valentine's Day card. Here, this one, I have a sticker in here which says Liebe, which is love. So this is a card that my stepmom will get in Germany. But I used up scraps and it doesn't look scrappy. For this card here, I used my border punch with the pretty hearts. and just paper strips that I had in my stash. So from one project, I had all these paper strips left over, and they're basically the same size, but I didn't know what to do with them. I didn't want to throw them out because you can see it's pretty paper. It's a pretty shimmery cardstock. So they were just perfect for my smaller border punch. And I arranged them on a white card blank, and I think it looks pretty stunning. Now for bling, I just used a little bit of my, well, on each strip I used a border sticker, a glitter border sticker, and then I added one 3D embellishment. And this particular one, this beautiful wedding cake, comes from the pack which is called Vintage Roses. And it is, of course, from Hardy Crafts, the Easy 3D Toppers. And the Vintage Roses has beautiful vintage romantic embellishments. And you can just take a quick look here. They all come in individual bags with 3 layers and make immediately a beautiful card topper. So this is how they come. Look, this beautiful gramophone here. But yeah, I used the wedding cake, Happy Marriage is a sticker, and the card is done. And this is a top folding card. I did not do anything for the inside yet, but these strips were great. And since I have so many left, I can see how am I going to make more of this type of card. What else? Next, I had some Valentine's Day papers. I collaged them because this is not one piece. This is 2 pieces, a smaller one and a border strip that I just added. And then I have one part of a 3D embellishment. So I must have taken this apart, and I sometimes do that. I don't always use all 3 layers for my embellishments. Maybe I just use 1 layer and then I have another layer left. And as you can see, this is a flat one. I only had 1 layer. Here I added a little heart from my stash. And then Happy Valentine's Day. I have these in my shop now. Those are sticker sheets in silver and in gold and 2 different fonts. So we have a bigger one, Happy Valentine's Day, and a smaller one. And both are available in gold and silver. And you have a whole bunch here. Now this is one that I have used, and I just made a little topper here for my greeting. And then up here, those cute little envelopes, those are also scraps. So if you have square scraps, you can make easily a little envelope. So let me show you how this goes. So if you have a scrap like that, what you want to do is find the middle, right? Once you find the middle, and obviously I didn't do a good job here right now. I did not score it or anything. I just wanted to show you how easy it is. So you fold to the middle, okay? You fold to the middle and then you fold up. And there you go. There is your envelope. And then you fold down and you have a little envelope. And of course you do a good job by maybe scoring it and make beautiful, use your bone folder. So this is, by the way, how it looks if you do it without a bone folder. So you can see why it is important to have a bone folder if you want crisp fold lines. I didn't do it here, but I think just to show you how to make this little envelope, it's okay. I'm not going to use this. So all you need is really a square piece. Find the middle and then fold towards that middle. I'm sorry, fold towards the middle like this. And there you go. All right, so this is what I have done here. And these squares were even smaller. And I just sealed it with another heart sticker. So here I have a card where I played a little bit more with my envelopes. I made 3 more of these envelopes. It didn't quite come out the way I wanted it to. I had imagined it a little bit differently. But anyway, why not show it to you? Not every card is perfect, right? So I had this beautiful piece of paper with this cute little cherub up here in the corner. And then I wanted to collage something around it, so I added some ribbon, put these little envelopes around. This middle envelope I left open. You can't see it now, which is kind of unfortunate. I did want, because you cannot really recognize that it is an envelope. There's a sticker here that doesn't really show either, which I don't care much for it. But I added some of these die cuts that I have, a little glitter heart, this metal flower, and then sending hugs and best wishes I added to it as well. So this is a top folding card. Again, it's not my favorite, but I think it's okay to show you everything I create, even the cards that don't come out so perfect. Then I played around a little bit more with my heart punch, and I have these beautiful stepper cards in my shop. So they are by Hunky Dory, and let me just open this the way it is. So they're already pre-cut like this. So you don't have to cut them. All you have to do is embellish them. And they're even embossed. This is how they come. So I took one out. I had some green hearts here, and I thought, you know, somebody maybe gets married for the first time. It is called the green wedding, right? So therefore green hearts, I thought it was good. Plus, of course, they match this beautiful embellishment here with the wedding bells. And this is one of those 3D stickers that we looked at last week. And then I added one of these silver hearts, a celebrate. And again, you can see the strip down here that I had punched with my heart punch. And these little hearts that I embellished them with come actually from this 5-pack of heart stickers. And I know it is very glary here right now, but these are, let me show you. First of all, 5 colors, and then you pull down a whole strip of cards, and then what remains behind are these little inners. So you have the strip as a sticker with hearts, and then you have all these little inner hearts, and that's how they look. So you can still use them. So this is what stays behind on the sheet, okay? And I put another border sticker, and here I think it's a pretty wedding card. And next I made this card here again with my heart punch. And I just layered, this is really, really simple. I just layered silver and these pink metallic paper hearts on my beautiful background paper. Happy Valentine's Day from the sticker sheet. And this is again the top folding card, but very, very simple. And really only the greeting is a little bit dimensional. Everything else is flat. Last but not least, I made more slimline cards, mini slimline cards it is, and used up scraps that I had. So the background paper comes from this paper pack by Prima, and it's called With Love from Frank Garcia. I still have a couple in my shop. These are a couple years old, or maybe a year old. I really, really love this beautiful romantic paper. And this beautiful box here is part of the Vintage Rose 3D embellishment toppers. And here it sits in the upper right hand corner. You can see it is pretty big. So it has, let's see how big it is. Yeah, it is 3.5, well, 3 and 3/4, almost 3.5 inches wide and about 3 inches tall. So pretty big, and it fills up the entire width of this mini slimline card. I haven't done anything in the inside yet, but here you can see this heart strip, what I have just shared with you. So again, this is how it looks when you take down these. This is how it looks on your card. And you can see now these inners that would come out here is what I have used on my other card. Sending hugs, and here you can see one of the inners, and here's another one. I stamped the sending hugs and distressed it a little bit. These embellishments are already glittered, so I didn't do anything else, just added this extra strip. And here is my first slimline card. The next one, I have used the same background paper by Frank Garcia. I used one of these beautiful, beautiful umbrellas. And these are also easy 3D toppers, and they're called umbrellas and flowers. And you again have 10 of them in here, and one is just more beautiful than the others. Sometimes the umbrella is open, sometimes it is still closed, but it's just absolutely romantic and gorgeous. And here I made this, and I think this would also make a beautiful Mother's Day card. So this carries over into Mother's Day and birthdays as well. Now these doilies here, and they're very intricate. They are coming into my store. I don't have them yet. I just had samples that oftentimes I just want to use the product before I actually get it into my store. So I think they are just absolutely gorgeous, and I will have them here probably, within the next 4 weeks. I should have them in my store, and you get an email when they're in. So just for you again, just a little bit of a extra embellishment from a sticker sheet that I had left over. And yeah, here is my second mini slimline card. And then for the last one, very same thing, a piece of background paper from the With Love paper pack. You can see the strip here. We know this paper now because I have been using it already. This is, like I said, this metallic paper that you can get in a ream from Michaels. I put on there 3 different hearts from a sticker sheet. Also, I believe that came from Michaels. And then one of this flower vase embellishment, which I have many, many, many in my store. So check out what I have available. I have just brought in a couple here. So these are his bouquet and vase. And look how absolutely gorgeous those bouquets are. They don't get any prettier. And you have again 10 of those embellishments. Each comes individually packed, already glittered, and 3 layers. And all you need is a little bit of foam dots to layer them up. The other one I picked is the vase with flowers. Same thing. One is just more gorgeous than the other. But I have probably at least 6 more of these flower vases and arrangements. So check them out. I hope I could inspire you to use your scraps to make some pretty cards. Doesn't have to be Valentine's Day, could be any occasion. Just use what you have and create something pretty. This is all I have for you today, and if you liked my cards, I would just really appreciate it if you could give me a thumbs up for this video, and then maybe share it with your crafty friends and family. Also leave me a comment. I would love to hear from you. I always like the feedback that I'm getting. So thank you so much for spending time with me today. Remember, there will be a second part next week. Until then, please stay or get well, and happy crafting. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.